Welcome back to FM Story. We're rapidly approaching the end of season 7 of this Glory Hunt Save, our first season with Napoli, and things are going pretty well. As far as the league's concerned, we are top of the table with 3 points clear of Milan with 8 games left to play. Unfortunately, the Coppa Italia didn't go to plan. We went out to Milan in the quarter-final, and somehow, despite the fact that we've been playing a reserve team in the knockout stages, we are in the quarter-final of the Champions League where we've been drawn against Liverpool. So without further ado, let's get into the action. We've made it to the beginning of May, and things could not be getting much more tight at the top of the table. We've had a bit of a run since the end of the last episode. So starting off, we had a really comfortable 7-0 victory against Venezia. Then the Champions League, as we've done in all of the knockout stages, we've basically played a second string team. We've done pretty much everything apart from throw the match, and we still came away with a 3-3 draw from Anfield. We were in front twice in the game and then got a late equaliser to make it 3-3. We then went to Parma and weren't great and weren't able to respond after they equalised. And then the home leg against Liverpool, again, the same situation as the first leg. We've picked pretty much a rotated team and we've somehow come away with a 3-1 victory to see us into the semi-final. I honestly don't know what the hell's happening in the Champions League. When I think back to the squad we had at Bayern Munich and how we couldn't have an impact on the knockout stages at Bayern Munich, yet this squad, which is lacking in quality in comparison to the Bayern Munich squad, and certainly has a lot less depth in it, has made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League. None of this makes sense. But we managed to bounce back from the draw against Parma in the league. We beat Empoli 4-1 at home. And then we beat Frosinone 2-0 at home. It did look like we were going to struggle in that game until Nelson Viper got a couple of late goals to secure the 3 points. And then in the most recent game, we had the first leg of the semi-final of the Champions League. And again, picked as much of a rotated team as we could. We have run into some injury issues again now, which is concerning as we come into the last 4 games of the league season. And a late goal from Kolo Muani saw them take a 1-0 lead into the second leg. As far as the league's concerned, with 4 games left to play, we are 1 point clear of Milan. So basically, if we want to win the title, we need to win every one of the 4 games we've got left. We don't have a particularly difficult run. Milan do end the season with Lazio, who aren't having a great season in the penultimate game, but Milan's last game of the season is against Inter. So hopefully Inter can do us a favour in that game. But ultimately, if we keep winning our games, we win the title. But coming up next, we've got a game against Fiorentina, who are trying to get themselves into the European places. It's going to be a tough ask. We are missing Ponticelli, who has broken his jaw and is out for the rest of the season. Kang in Lee's doubtful. Rodrigo Gomez is doubtful. Kvaratskhelia picked up a knock in the last league game, so we are starting to pick up some injuries at the worst possible time. I think Ewan Andre's out for the rest of the season now as well. We are certainly struggling. So going into this game against Fiorentina, we've got 4 games left, and the 4 games we've got left are against teams that are 6th, 8th, 9th and 10th in the league. So not going to be easy games. We have developed a bit of an injury problem again. We are missing Kang Lee, Ewan Andre, and Elia Ponticelli, who were all out injured. I think Ewan Andre and Ponticelli are probably out for the rest of the season. So this is the side we've gone with, and hopefully we can pick up 3 points at home and keep the pressure up on Milan, make them have to win as well. Right, corner for us. Malero takes it, aims for the far post. It goes past everyone. Nathan picks up the loose ball. Gronbeek from distance hits the woodwork and it goes over. Right, Gronbeek picks up loose ball in the field. Nathan out to Kvaratskhelia. Kotnik back to Kvaratskhelia. Gronbeek into Krupi. Osman, Gronbeek now into the box. Fires it across the keeper. What a move, what a goal. And that's just 1-0 up. And just need to carry on playing like we have done so far. Lovely play in fields. Krupi finds Osman, drops it off to Gronbeek, drives into the box, fires across the keeper for 1-0. Free kick for us, Kvaratskhelia hits the woodwork and they've just about hammered it upfield. Right, Johnston to Malero, Igor bringing it forward. Nathan into Gronbeek, wide for Kotnik, into Kvaratskhelia in the box, and he smashes it above the keeper's head to make it 2-0. And we are having a pretty decent performance so far. So Nathan into Gronbeek, lovely ball out wide to Kotnik. First time finds Kvaratskhelia, his touch takes it away from the defender and then hammers it high above the keeper into the roof of the net. And Kotnik with a throw into injury time. Gronbeek now bringing it clear out wide to Johnston, who takes it down lovely. Looks to go around the outside but loses out. But then picks up, the ball bounces off him. And it's allowing them to come forward. Drifts past Kotnik. Still going. And we allowed the wide man to go far too far. And then just stood around and let him pick out his mate. Right here, we shouldn't let him back onto that left foot. And there, Kotnik should have got something on the ball. And a pretty simple finish in the end for Beltran. And there we are, half time. It was looking very, very good until that late goal. And now there's a bit more pressure back on us going into the second half. Right, not much happened early in the second half, but having said that, they were coming forward there. Kotnik cuts it out. Nathan to Kotnik down the right-hand side, left-hand side. We've gone all the way back to Stayscal. Terracciano to Malero. Igor drifting forwards. Terracciano again. Wide to Kotnik. Goes past his man. Forward to Kvaratskhelia. Low cross. And Osman just didn't get enough on it. It drifted wide of the far post. Kvaratskhelia back to Kotnik. Kvaratskhelia again. Going down the outside. Back to Nathan. Kvaratskhelia cutting in off that left. Loses out. Terracciano tidies up at the back. Finds Igor. Out to Rodrigo Gomez. Malero back to Gomez. Driving infield. And the keeper saves it point blank range to turn it behind for a corner. Malero to take it. Near post, up in the air. Nathan back to Terracciano, hits the woodwork and headed clear. And Igor to Terracciano. Igor now. Malero out to Rodrigo Gomez. Lovely ball in behind for Krupi. And that's a third goal. Restores the 2-goal advantage and allows us to calm down a bit and not feel the pressure of them breathing down our neck. So Igor comes forward with it. Malero to Gomez. Slides the ball in behind for Krupi. And beats the keeper for 3-1. Malero goes back to Igor. Kotnik wide for Kvaratskhelia into Imankari. What a finish. Immediate impact after just coming on the pitch. And that's 4-1. And surely now the 3 points are wrapped up here. And continue to put pressure on Milan, who need to match what we're doing. And last time we saw we're drawing 0-0 with Sassuolo. Well, in fact, Milan have just taken the lead against Sassuolo. Keeps the gap at 1 point. Kotnik to carry. Diakabi. Malero back to Igor. Going round the outside into the box. The keeper somehow turned it behind for a corner. And no one got on the end of it as it went across the goal. Seferis to take the corner. Near post, Osman's header, keeper saves. Kvaratskhelia finds Seferis, back to Kvaratskhelia. And the keeper got a fingertip to that by the looks of it and turned it behind for a corner on the other side. Seferis to take it again. Lifts it towards the far post. Igor goes out to pick up the loose ball, but nothing comes of it. Diakabi to Malero. Giladucci loses out. Ball over the top. Arezzo hits the post. Chonau. We've tidied it up nicely at the back there, but that was unnecessarily open. And we're going to end with 10 men because Giladucci's gone off injured. There we are, full time, 4-1. And basically we know what we need to do. If we win every game, we win the title. So hopefully 3 games left to go. We can win all of them, guarantee the title, and get that sorted in our first season in Italy. So we've made it to the last day of the season, and the title is still in the balance. After the Fiorentina game, we went away to PSG in the Champions League, and finally the luck of the second string side ran out, and we ended up drawing 0-0, going out 1-0 on aggregate. We then went away to Monza, and at one point it looked like our title challenge was coming crashing down. We needed a Christos Seferis equaliser to get a point against Monza, which actually put Milan top of the table. And then in our most recent game, our last home league game of the season, we hammered Palermo 5-1, despite them taking the lead after 46 seconds. And it could have been more because Kvaratskhelia missed a penalty. So, going into the last day of the season, because Milan lost their last game, again, away at Lazio, we are top of the table, 2 points clear of Milan. What makes it even more interesting is we have a Milan derby on the last day of the season. So Milan need to beat Inter and hope we don't win for them to have a chance of winning the title. Obviously, the safest route for us is win the game, win the title. The problem we have is that Udinese are in a pretty big battle for the last European spot. I mean, you've got Sassuolo in 7th on 54, Udinese in 8th on 53, Frosinone in 9th on 53, Monza in 10th on 53. So it's going to be a pretty big battle for the last European spot, and hopefully we have too much for Udinese and come away with a victory and secure the league title. So we go into the last day of the season with 3 players missing, or unavailable from the squad. Unfortunately, Igor Ugbu is injured and out for about 2 months, so he's going to miss the World Cup as well, which is a big shame for him. Giladucci is also injured from the knock he picked up against Fiorentina and isn't ready for a fitness test. And then we're missing Rodrigo Gomez down the right through suspension. So Johnson's playing on the right instead of Gomez. Ostergaard's partnering Nathan in the central defence, and Giladucci would have been a substitute anyway. So now we go out for this away game against Udinese, and hopefully we can secure the 3 points. All right, Ostergaard with a free kick in our half. Finds Ayman Kari. Gronbeek into Osman. Lovely ball for Kvaratskhelia into the box. Oh, the keeper saves it at the near post. He probably should have pulled it back. And now Udinese are counter-attacking. Ewan Andre, in his return to the team, wins the ball, puts it out for a throw. That would have been a great start for us, but after that early chance, not an awful lot seems to have happened in this game. A corner for us, Seferis to take it. towards the back post. It's headed clear. Gronbeck finds Krupi. Back to Seferis. Smashes it in low. In off the post. Puts us 1-0 up. And puts us on the way to the title. The corner was aiming for you and Andre. It's eventually worked its way back to Seferis. He cuts into the box. And then just hammers it across the goal in off the far post. And Johnston with a throw. Carry. Back to Johnston. Gets the byline. Low cross. And they've hammered it up the field. Carry again. Ostergaard. Goes back to Seferis. Who goes back to the keeper. Across to Nathan. Driving forward. Still going. Back to you and Andre. Nathan drifting in field. Has a go on his right foot and just loops up into the arms of the keeper. And there we go, half time, 1-0 up. Not a great deal of chances in the game, but it looks like it's been all us attacking. And we're in prime position for this title. Kravskelly with a free kick. Udinese on the attack here. It's gone back to the centre half. Now they're attacking. There's space, lots of space for them opening up here. Bacardi's crossing. We've sort of hammered it up in the air. Kravskelly heads it away. It's going to come straight back at us. Wagner over the top. Great save. Good block on the second attempt. Got the ball at the back. They've gone back to the keeper. He tried to get away with it. Osman closed him down. Into Kravskelly. Squares it for Krupi. That's 2-0, or is it? Let's have a look and see what this VAR review is going to say. Surely he was onside there. 2-0, and with less than 40 minutes left, it looks like we're on our way to the title in Season 1 in Italy. Kravskelly works it in. Krupi fires it past the keeper. Oh, well onside. Definitely onside. Lovely first time finish as well. Milan and Inter is still 0-0 in the Milan derby. Ball into the box from Jarlo. Headed up in the air. Osman gets his head on it. It's still alive though in the box. A great block there. It goes behind for a corner. Another ball in. Headed up in the air. Kravskelly then fouled on the edge of the area. And we can take our time and get the ball up the field. Johnston with a throw. Comes back to him. Kari tries to square it, looking for Kotnik, and it's given away. But Kotnik's come all the way across the pitch and won it. Johnston now down the right. Gets the byline, crosses towards the back post. It's headed clear and then hammered up the field. Kotnik. Back to Nathan. Who was back to Stayskal. And then Ostergaard with some room on the right-hand side. Finds Johnston, who just gives it away. And now they're looking to attack. Ostergaard wins a challenge. Poor pass. Osman's through. Beats the keeper. It's 3-0 with 15 minutes to go. And surely the title is ours now. Ostergaard went and won a challenge, and then Wagner looks to go back to centre half, and Osman beats him to it, and then fires it past the keeper for 3-0. Just a couple of minutes left. At a corner for us, Seferis swings it in. Ostergaard with an overhead kick. The keeper catches it. And it's just a matter of time now. The keeper goes long. Terracciano picks it up at the back. Ostergaard into Carey, Viper onto Malero, Kvaratskhelia in the box, squares it. There's Nelson Viper. It's probably offside by the looks of it. But it's not. It's been given. And he's got a goal in what will almost certainly be his last game for the club. Kvaratskhelia squares it. Nelson Viper makes it 4-0. And he's come up big when we've needed him. But unfortunately, with the loan deal expiring at the end of the season, there's no way we are going to be able to afford him in the summer. And there we are, full-time champions of Italy in our first season. We're obviously going to have another season in Italy because we need to win the Coppa Italia. Presumably that will be with Napoli, but we'll wait and see if there's any jobs available in the summer. We're going to have a hard job over the summer, trying to get this Napoli squad ready for next season, though. But all that matters now is we are champions. And there we have it. Our first season in Italy has come to an end with us winning Serie A by 2 points from Milan on the last day of the season. It can't get much more tense than that. Obviously, unfortunately, we didn't go very far in the Coppa Italia, so that's still a trophy that we need to look at. I would normally say we will be back with Napoli for next season in terms of looking to secure that Coppa Italia, but we have barely any money available. In fact, we don't have a transfer budget available for next season. The wage budget isn't great. We are going to lose the players we've had in on loan and not be able to sign them permanently, so we might be looking for some more loan players to come in. There may well be some jobs in Italy that come up that offer us a better opportunity in the Coppa Italia, or with it being the World Cup, there may be some other jobs become available in Spain or France. I think probably the only reason for us to leave Serie A would be if the Real Madrid, Barcelona or PSG jobs came up. And there's not many clubs that we would leave Napoli for, given what we've done this season. Potentially Milan, potentially Inter, potentially Juventus. The clubs that have qualified for the Europa League out of Serie A are Roma and Fiorentina, and neither of those look like they're more likely to win us the Coppa Italia than Napoli. So I think it's likely that we'll be back in Napoli, but there is a chance of something else come the start of next season. And there we have it, the end of another episode, the end of season 7 of the Glory Hunt to Save. And we've won the league title with whichever club we've been at in every season apart from the very first season when we were with Aston Villa. Thanks for watching. Join us next time to see where we're at, see if we're still at Napoli or see if we've moved on.